always waiting. With storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Whoa, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners or viewers via Von Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel, and welcome to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. I am Zahnela Claxton from the Ministry of Education et al., and I want to take this opportunity to say happy Saturday to all of you. I hope that you had a wonderful week and that you are looking forward to enjoying the weekend. It has been a very busy time for us in the Ministry of Education, Sports et al., and I think it will continue to be busy while our students are looking forward to their end of term and Easter break. We also know that there are a few more activities coming up during the track and field activities coming up, and then we go straight into Youth Month. So the wheels keep turning, we keep going, and there are many opportunities out there for our students, for our young people. We'll try our best to share them with you today. Today also we will have the ECCB Children's Connection program, and that will take place at the bottom of the hour. So we'll transition at 9:30, and we'll be joined by Ajane, who will be sharing with us for the ECCB Children's Connection program. We also want to start off by saying thank you to all of the persons and the entities who made the inaugural edition of the TDC Interschool Championship here on Nevis possible. For most part, the activity was successful. It was a smooth flowing technical meet. So on the field, I think generally we had most of the events flowing smoothly, with the exception of one hiccup off the field, off the track. We would deem it a successful event. We used the opportunity to be able to evaluate our readiness and to take a look at what we need to do to improve. We know that no matter how successful a meet may be, that there is always room for improvement, and so we have taken the opportunity to do that level of evaluation as well. We want to, though, before moving on, say congratulations to all of the schools, all of the participating schools, and special congratulations to Charles E. Mills Secondary School for copying the first place spot with 25 gold medals, 28 silver and 15 bronze. And of course we know that this was a gold medal meet, which means that the school with the most gold medals win. Then we had Charlestown Secondary School, 16 golds, 24 silvers and 16 bronze medals. Bastia High took the third place spot, 14 gold, 15 silver, 20 bronze, and those three schools actually remained in the same position as they were last year, so that's an interesting fun fact. Then fourth position we saw Washington Archibald High School, 14 golds, 6 silver medals and 7 bronze. And then JSS, 11 golds, 8 silver medals and 9 bronze. Then Verchilds High School, 9 gold medals, 10 silver and 14 bronze medals. CFBC, 7 gold medals, 4 silver and 4 bronze. And a special shout out to Keon High School, who came in very, very late. They were undecided and they came in very late, and they were able to secure 5 gold medals, 8 silver and 6 bronze. And I want to, as I said, highlight Keon High this morning and say thank you to their school's leadership and their sports committee and everyone for ensuring that they were able to participate in this year's event. Unfortunately, the Sadler's Secondary School was not able to participate this year. As you are aware, there was an unfortunate incident during the beginning of the sports season at their school, and so they lost one of their athletes, and they opted to pay the due respects to the athlete and his family and to the team as well, and so they opted not to participate in any meets, for any interscholastic meets for this school year. So that of course is our overview of the 2024 edition of the TDC Inter-School Championship. Two of the sessions, or 2 days, were held in St. Kitts, and 2 days on Nevis. In Nevis we had a few field events and all of the track events happening, and we want to once again, before we transition to the other areas for sharing this morning, we want to share with you and to commend all persons. A big shout out to, and I don't want to miss anyone, but behind the scenes listeners, viewers, it was extremely hectic. I want to say huge commendations to the bus drivers. They were superb, the real bosses of the buses on the road, ensuring that the students got to where they needed to get to safely. The officials from St. Kitts also got back and forth safely, and as you may be aware, they were able to go back and forth for 2 days. So the bus drivers, we were on duty at 7 a.m. on Saturday, trying to make sure that everything was ready. No matter what hiccup came, they rose to the challenge. I also want to say thank you to our guest bus drivers. We had a few private buses who came on board to help with the transportation of the athletes and officials, and we would not have been able to do that without you. I also want to extend highest commendations to our maintenance team at the Ministry of Education and the team at Public Works, who also made sure that many of the infrastructural things were in place. And as I said, behind the scenes you don't get to see that, but they worked assiduously for many weeks. The cleaners, the custodians at the venue, I think we can boast of the cleanest restrooms in the federation, in the region, maybe the world, when it comes to an event. And kudos to the 5 ladies, the Fantastic Five. They worked throughout the meets and they take pride in their job, and we want to highlight them. Also, all of the track and field officials who participated in the meets, and most of our track and field officials participated throughout the season, so they have been consistently working alongside us, and your time and your effort and your diligence has not been overlooked, and so we want to say commendations and kudos to you. Of course, the organizing entity for the meet, the SKN Athletics, they were the organizers for this meet, and they were supported due to the fact that they utilized our venue. They were supported by members of our team. SKN Athletics is the Athletics Association, and so it's a private non-governmental entity, but due to the fact that they utilized the Nevis Athletic Stadium facility, we provided the support as far as possible to ensure that the process was a positive one for them. Of course, our coaches and support systems for our athletes, this could not have been done without you. And while everyone else gets 1 day or 2 days of enjoying the meet, the preparation leading up to any meet, you're looking at a 6-month window in terms of preparation, in terms of support for the athletes from the coaches and from the parents, and so we cannot overlook the value of our coaches, the clubs, the various clubs who also work with the students. So some are coaches directly affiliated with the ministry and departments and within schools, and some are coaches who work through various clubs. Whatever the case may be, we appreciate the work that you have done, and we look forward to continued growth and support from you, and direction and guidance too, because you are the technocrats in the field, and so you have a vast amount of experience which we embrace, and we hope that we can continue to provide great opportunities for our students and for our athletes and for our student athletes. With that said, our principals and teaching staff at the various schools. We thank you as well for your support. And of course, the students, I think every school had a little spirit week where they got to dress up and support the athletes and really sport their school colors. And so everyone who participated and organized those types of events, we appreciate you as well. And as we look at the Track and Field Steering Committee within the Ministry of Education, Sports Etala, I want to say thank you to the Steering Committee. The Steering Committee has been working on all of the meets held at the stadium, providing support to whomever is holding the meet for the entire year. There are many persons within our ministry who have been at this for 7 days a week since January, since we resumed the term, and so we're all looking forward to the final event, which comes up in about a week and a half, and we'll talk a bit more about that when we return from the break. But before I close out with the interschool thank you, I want to give highest commendations to the athletes. I spoke to all of the persons behind the scenes, the athletes behind the scenes. They have been really doing an exceptional job. They've been improving. We're seeing some personal bests. We're seeing some Victor and Victrix Ladorum emerging from the various meets. We're seeing some Carifta finalists emerging. We'll talk a bit about that when we return as well from the break. But commendations to the athletes, and if by chance I missed anyone, and of course the sponsor for the meet, the TDC group of companies, if I missed anyone, it was not intentional. So anyone who contributed to the success of the meet, we want to say commendations to you. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
Sugar City St. Kitts, keep it sweet. Keep listening to Vaughn.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past it quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. The storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go.
All right, welcome back to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Vaughn Radio. It is March 23rd, 2024, and we have so many activities happening. We're trying to make sure that we give our shout outs and our thank yous, and of course give updates on what is yet to come. As it relates to internal activities yet to come, we have just a few more sports meets left. We're just about done, and so we are looking forward to the 25th Vernon Lou Preschool, the 26th the Charlestown Preschool, and the 27th St. John's Preschool. So that's the whole of this week, 25th, 26th, 27th. Everyone else, their sports meets have been completed, and so kudos to them for their successful hosting of their meets across the system. We also know that the Carifta finalists, the final selections for the Carifta team were announced this week. The Carifta trials, the final Carifta trials took place on March 3rd, and then of course they kind of used the Interschool Championship to make sure that they did not miss anyone. And so I want to say commendations to all those who made it to the team, but specifically those persons from Nevis. We see in the under 20 females Tiana Liebert, and she is due to participate in the 400 meter race. And then we see Kalia Jones, and she is earmarked for the 200-meter race. Tiana is currently in pursuing her higher education as a student athlete, and so she is participating she's on a track and field scholarship as well, supported by the Nevis Island Administration in addition to that scholarship. We also want to say commendations in the under 17 males. We have Kaimani Newton, and Kaimani will be participating in the 800 meters. We also want to say congratulations to Abijah Nemdari, and he'll be participating in the javelin exercise. Under 17 females, we see Caldreese Chapman, and Caldreese will be participating in the 200 meters, the 4x100 meter relay, and the 4x400 meter relay. So we have I think the contingent this year looks bigger than usual, and we are so happy, and we also are happy that we're seeing those 5 persons from Nevis participating as well. So commendations to them on a job well done. In terms of other upcoming activities, just a reminder to parents, this week and next week will be short weeks, and so the upcoming 2 weeks will be short weeks, 4-day weeks. Next week we will not have sessions on Friday, so school runs Monday through Thursday. Friday is Good Friday. In the following week, we will not have any sessions on the first day, the Monday, because that is Easter Monday, and we know that there will be many activities for students and our persons across the island to participate in. That's when we have lots of our church picnics and those types of activities happening, and so we will not have sessions on those 2 days. Then right after that, so April 1st will be Easter Monday, and then the 3rd of April we will have the 2024 edition of the Nevis Primary Schools Championship. Inter-Primary 2024 will take place at the Nevis Athletic Stadium at 12 noon. Tickets will go on sale this week, and we will alert you as to the exact date and time. Right after that, we go directly into our Youth Month 2024 activities. So next weekend, we will go through the calendar with you to share what the activities are, and we hope that you can participate in Youth Month 2024. There are some other opportunities that I want to share with you for those persons who are interested in pursuing university degrees. I have an interesting bit of information to share with you. The University of Western Illinois University, my apologies, WIU, will be on island next Thursday, and I said an interesting proposition because the registrar will come from the university and work one-on-one with you with those persons interested in attending Western Illinois University. They will work one-on-one with you. They will go through your paperwork. They will accept you to the college if your paperwork allows for you to be accepted, if you meet the minimum qualifications and criteria, and they will also alert you as to whether or not you are eligible for any scholarships. All of this will be happening on the spot at the Malcolm Gishard Recreational Park on Thursday next week. So here, listen up closely. We have quite a few students currently enrolled at Western Illinois. I think it's close to 10 students from Nevis enrolled, and maybe about 20 from the Federation enrolled at Western Illinois University. And note that you will get credit for all your CAPE and CSEC passes. You will get on-the-spot admission if you are eligible, and a scholarship evaluation. You will have informational sessions. You will get some any question that you have answered, and all you have to do is make sure that you bring your transcripts, your certificates from Western Illinois University, from CAPE or CSEC, bring those and your transcripts from high school and sixth form for those who went there. Anybody with an associate's degree from somewhere else, you bring those transcripts as well. Make sure that they're certified, and you will get your answer. You don't have to wait for an email response. You don't have to wait for back and forth and send off this and pay to FedEx anything. Everything you need, you can do right there on the spot. The registrar will be on Nevis on the 24th. Oh, sorry, on next Thursday, the 29th, I think it is. 28th. Next Thursday, March 28th. Right, happening right here. I don't think I've ever heard of anything like this, where you can the registrar leaves the university and comes to the island, and the actual registrar leaves the university, comes to your site, and just ensure that you have applied for those. In order for you to be accepted, you have to bring your application, so make sure you go online and do your application process, and then they'll check your documents, and like I said, give you feedback. If there's anything you need to run and grab, you don't have to pay FedEx. You just run up the road, run to the school, run where you need to go and get documents back to them, and they will take your documents and be ready to accept you, as long as you meet the minimum criteria, the minimum expectation. That's Western Illinois University, and they have several programs that I think would be of interest. They also have an opportunity for persons in the region to do the first semester online right here, and then you migrate for the first year online, and then you migrate and you spend 2 years on campus. So they have that option as well, available to all of you. It's Western Illinois University, and if you need more information about the school, you can feel free to go on their website. That is www.wiu.edu. That's Western Illinois University. You can get information about the programs offered, www.wiu.edu. So quick recap, of the opportunities, what is being proposed. The registrar will leave Illinois, and she will be here on Nevis on Thursday. She'll be in St. Kitts, I think, on Tuesday at the CFBC. She'll be on Nevis on Wednesday. If you are interested in applying to Western Illinois University, you can do so. You can go on to the website that I shared, wiu.edu, and fill out the application. On Thursday next week, the 28th of March, find your way down to Malcolm Gishard Recreational Park. She will have a one-on-one consultation with those persons who have questions or specific questions that they want. There'll be a few informational sessions throughout the day, and there will be the opportunity for her to review your documents. So once you bring your documents, she'll go through them, and then you will be able to, from there, I'll get the information as to whether you need more documentation or whether you have been accepted. So before you leave on Thursday, if you're intending to pursue higher education, you can get a yes or no from the university, because they have sent their registrar to Nevis. Some of the degree areas include the businesses. So we see accounting, we see agriculture, we see anthropology, art, biology, broadcasting and journalism, business analytics, chemistry, civil engineering, clinical laboratory science, communication, computer science, construction and facilities management, cybersecurity, economics, and educational studies, electrical engineering, elementary education, emergency management, engineering technology, English, exercise science, finance, fire protection services, foreign languages and forensic chemistry, general studies, geographic information science, health services management, history, human resource management, Information Systems, Law Enforcement and Justice Administration, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Management, Marketing, Mathematics, Mechanical Engineering, Meteorology, Middle Level Education, Music, Music Theatre, Nursing, Nutrition and Dietetics, Nutrition and Food Science Management, Physical Education, Physics, Political Science, Psychology, Public Health, Recreation, Park and Tourism Administration, Social Work, Sociology, Special Education, Speech, Pathology and Audiology, Supply Chain Management, Theatre. So those are just the undergraduate programs. There are also graduate programs. So take a look at wiu.edu and swing on by Michael Gishad next Thursday if you're interested. Okay, we'll take a short break. When we return, we will join you with the ECCB Children's Connection program.
When VON vibrates, the whole Caribbean must shake.
860 AM, the powerhouse.
Connecting the children of our EC region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
All right, good morning and hi there to everyone. Welcome to the ECCB Children's Connection program. I am your host, Zahnela Claxton, and with me today is our co-host,
Zahnela. Good morning, everyone.
All right. Zahnela, do you like going to the beach?
Yes.
I kind of knew the answer. All right. And have you ever collected or played with seashells?
I have collected many beautiful seashells.
Okay. Do you have a cell phone or a tablet or iPad or video game that you really enjoy playing?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And what if I told you that I would like to buy your cell phone or any of your electronics with some seashells? Would you be willing to sell me your electronic for some seashells?
No.
Well, today we're going to talk about currency, how it came about, the different types, and how it is used all around the world. So stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back after our jingle.
Connecting the children of our EC region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
Boys and girls, and welcome back to the ECCB Children's Connection program, a program produced and delivered by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Today we are talking about currency. Ajane, have you heard that word before?
Yes, I have.
All
many
right.
times.
Okay, good. Tell us what you think currency is.
Well, I know currency is the form of money a country has, whether dollars, like we have EC dollars, or US dollars or pesos, as Spanish would say. Yeah.
Can you spell currency for those listening out there? It might be a big word, especially for our younger listeners. So let's spell currency for our listeners.
Okay, currency is spelled C-U-R-R-E-N-C-Y. Currency is spelled C-U-R-R-E-N-C-Y. Currency.
All right, thank you so much. Now, currency is the paper and coins that countries use for money. It is what we use in exchange for goods and services. So it's the paper and coins that countries use for money. And for those viewing on Facebook or YouTube, Von Radio's Facebook or YouTube, you can take a look, because the definitions and the things that I'm talking about will show up on your screen. So if you need to write and you have that as a reinforcement of visual, it will be able to help you. So Ajane, now that we know that what currency is, do you think that the seashells I spoke about was a form of currency I wanted to use to purchase your electronics?
Not today.
All right. So, but as long as we both agreed that I could use my seashells to purchase your electronics, then the seashell would be considered a form of currency. But of course, we both would have to agree, and I don't think you were minded
No.
for me to use my seashells to buy your electronics. Long ago, though, when money was not yet invented, people used items such as seashells for currency to purchase goods and services. One very popular item that was used as currency was salt. Yes, listeners, salt. As in the salt that we use to season our food. I think I'm just learning that, right? Salt was considered very valuable, and so the Romans paid their soldiers with salt instead of money. Let me share a fun fact with you and our listening friends. The word salary, which is what you get paid when you work, actually came from the word salt. Salary. Fun
Okay.
fact. Life is all about learning.
Yes.
Because that one, I don't think most of us knew. But what do you think about that, Ajane?
I think it's quite interesting.
It is. And another word for currency is money. When we talk about currency, we're talking about the money people use in the various countries around the world. Many countries have their own currency, but in some cases, groups of countries may use the same currency. Do you know the name of the currency that we use in St. Kitts and Nevis, Ajane?
Yes, we use the Eastern Caribbean dollar.
Good. We use the Eastern Caribbean dollar. The currency used within the countries is called the EC currency. So we call it EC currency. The group of countries that uses this currency is called the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, or the ECCU. There are 8 members of the ECCU. Ajane, tell our listening friends, because I don't think they know all 8, but as Ajane calls them, make sure you're counting off when you're writing them down. Tell them the 8 members of the ECCU.
Okay, the 8 members of the ECCU are Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Excellent. And these are the 8 members of the ECCU. Say them one more time so that they get them. I think that some people are trying to write them down, and we don't want to miss them, because you know that we have a quiz coming later.
So, once again, the members of the ECCU are Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Awesome. And so, there is another well-known group of countries that share the same currency. That group is called the European Union. And do you have any idea what currency they use?
I think they call it euros.
The euros, yes. The European Union is made up of 27. So we have 8.
Wow.
The European Union is made up of 27 countries in Europe, including France, Spain, and Germany. And they use the euro. I had the pleasure last year to use the euro a bit, yes, when I went to Europe. Many tourists who visit our islands from these countries use the euro to pay for their goods and services while on vacation. Let's play a quick game of hot and cold to try to guess the number of different currencies there are in the world. I will give you a clue and you will start guessing. If you are close to the amount, I will tell you that you are hot. If you are far from the number, I will tell you that you are cold. Are you ready? Okay.
Okay. I think they're at least maybe like 80.
Okay, so the number is between 150 and 200, and it ends with a 0. It's between 150 and 200, and it ends with a 0.
180.
180. That was a good first guess. How did you get that first guess? Why did you think of 170 or 190?
Because I thought it was 50, and I was like, it can't be that low, but it can't be that high. So I was like, the closest it can be is 80.
80.
Yes.
Okay, so you kind of eliminated 190.
Yes.
You eliminated because of the clues I gave. Okay, that's fair. There are 180 different currencies in the world. In spite of the fact that there are many different currencies, we all use money to do the same thing: pay for our goods and services. What other currencies do you know of besides the EC and the Euro?
I know about the US, yuan, and peso.
The peso, right. And of course there are some others, but the US dollar is probably the most popular currency in the world because most countries accept the US dollar, right? This means that it is used in many countries for trade. Countries often compare the value of their currency to that of the US currency by what we call an exchange rate. So the comparison between two currencies is called the exchange rate. For example, the EC dollar compared to the US dollar is 2.70 EC to $1 US. So if you are given $1 US, you change and you exchange it for EC dollars, you will get $2.70 in EC. It has been that way since July 1976. This is why we can boast that our EC currency is very stable. And what it means about being stable, we can talk a bit about that, but what it means is that it's not fluctuating. So sometimes it might be $2.70, another time it might be $5, and there's a big jump, right? It's been stable. How can you tell the difference between an EC currency note and a US note, Ajane?
Well, the most recent updated EC note has been the polymer note, so we can tell the difference due to the material.
Yes.
Whereas the US dollar is still using the paper note, and the pictures on them are totally different.
Yeah, those are two ways, right? To identify their currencies so that it is important, that it is unique or different from other currencies, countries place important people, events in history, and even landmarks on their notes. For example, the $50 note, we find the image of Sir K. Dwight Venner. And remember who Sir K. Dwight Venner was?
The governor of the ECCB.
Yes, he was the second and longest serving governor of the ECCB, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. In December 2023, the ECCB printed a special $2 note for its 40th anniversary, and that note bears the image of Sir Vivian Richards, who was a famous West Indian cricketer from Antigua and Barbuda, and they had a nice little ceremony launching that note. I'm hoping that all of our listeners and viewers have one of those notes. They were a commemorative note, and so I hope that we all have one.
I saw one in person.
Oh, nice.
It looked so odd.
It is different
because I've never seen a $1 or $2.
Yes,
so it was so
coins.
odd. I was like,
But long before, we used to have $2 notes. They used to be what color? No, we had $1 notes. They were red. Yeah,
I think I've
notes.
seen one before.
Yes. So that commemorative note is very
cool,
unique. Yes, it is very beautiful. So if you ever get one, keep it. Make sure that you hold it safely. I don't even think people are spending those notes. They're more holding. I have never seen any circulation.
Souvenir.
It's more of a souvenir, right?
Because you can only get it in the bank.
Yes, and there are people who actually get it and make sure they hold them and they frame them and they put them aside. So make sure you get your hands on one. The next time your mommy goes to the bank, tell her to get your $2 note. You have to give her the $2 in coins, though. Okay. A country's currency is extremely important for everyday business activity and the stability of its economy. That is why protecting it and making sure it stays stable is a very important job. Which institution in a country or group of countries do you think has this important job?
A bank.
Bank. It is a bank. Let's figure out which type of bank. So countries or groups of countries using the same currency have a central bank.
Okay.
And this show is hosted by a central bank. So that kind of gives us a clue as to which bank manages in our region. And that central bank manages and monitors their currency. In the ECCU, we have the ECCB. In the USA, they have the Federal Reserve. In the United Kingdom, they have the Bank of England. In Canada, the Bank of Canada. And in the EU, the European Union, we find the European Central Bank. And in Barbados, they also have a central bank. It's the Central Bank of Barbados. These are just a few of the institutions that manage the currencies, especially those that have groups of countries which share the same currency. These institutions play a major role in making sure that their country's currency remains stable. Today, Ajani, we learned a lot about currency and how important it is. Currency is the paper and coins that countries use for money, and it allows us to easily purchase our goods and services. Hint, hint, you might need to know what currency is. There are 180 different currencies used by the countries around the world, and in St. Kitts and Nevis, we use the EC currency. Ashwini, I think it's about time for a break, and when we get back, it will be time to hear how many of our listeners and viewers are paying attention.
I hope it's 180.
I hope it's 180 as well. We'll have the call-in segment.
Children of our EC region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real good living. They linking the children with excellent mentoring.
All right, welcome back to the ECCB Children's Connection program. And Ajane, I hope our boys and girls were listening intently and they are ready for the call-in segment. Let's see if our friends remember what we learned today about the currency. And please call us at 469-1616 or 469-1700 for a chance to win some fun prizes. All you have to do is be the first to answer one of the questions correctly. Ajerne will read all 5 questions. She'll read each question twice, and then when you call in, you tell us which question you're trying to answer. She will reread the question, and then you can give us the answer. All right, Ajerne, over to you.
Question number 1. What is currency? What is currency? Question number 2. The exchange rate for the EC dollar to the US dollar is dash. Question number 2. The exchange rate for the EC dollar to the US dollar is dash. Question number 3. Multiple choice. There are dash different currencies around the world. A. 150. B. 200. C. 180. And D. 100. Question number 3. Multiple choice. There are dash different currencies around the world. A. 150. B. 200. C. 180. Or D. 100. Number 4. True or false? Long ago, salt was used as a form of money. True or false? Long ago, salt was used as a form of money. And number 5. The institution responsible for keeping the EC currency stable is the dash. For all of our viewers out there on YouTube or Facebook, the questions are displayed on your screen, so if you did not hear them, you can look at them and tell me which one you want to answer. I'll repeat once again. Number 1. What is currency? What is currency? Question number 2. The exchange rate for the EC dollar to the US dollar is dash. Number 3. Multiple choice. There are... Good morning.
Good morning.
Which question would you like to answer?
I'm answering question 1. What is currency?
Okay. What do you think currency is?
Currency is the paper and coins that countries use for money.
Wow, that was right on top. Good job. What's your name?
Malaika Dalton.
Okay. Hi, Malaika.
And Ajorna, because Malaika has been so consistent and so exceptional, we're going to throw in an extra prize on top of the ECCB prize for Malaika today. Right,
Okay.
Malaika? So we're going to add in an extra prize for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, so question 1 is out.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Which question would you like to answer?
I would like to answer question 3.
Question 3, multiple choice. Can you please turn on your radio? Okay, thank you. Question number 3, multiple choice. There are dash different currencies around the world. A, 150, B, 200, C, 180, or D, 100.
There are 180 different currencies around the world.
Okay, good job. What's your name?
Rashawn Wilkinson.
Okay, thank you, Rashawn.
Bye. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Just remember, for all of our callers, you can collect your prize at the Department of Education during the course of the week. And remember that Friday's a holiday. All right, back to you, Ajorna.
Good morning.
Hello, ma'am.
Which question would you like to answer?
Question 4.
Okay, true or false? Could you please turn down your radio?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, let's go. Number 4. True or false? Long ago, salt was used as a form of money.
True.
True. Lovely. What's your name?
Azarius and Jackson.
Please repeat.
Azarius and Jackson.
Okay, thank you, Azarius. Remember to collect your prize at the Department of Education. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we're almost out of time, Ajorna, and you know my friend has to come through. So, listeners, you have about 30 seconds if you want to call in, because we have to get my dearest friend to bring the information for us to fly in with the value lesson.
Okay, there are only 2 questions left. Number 2, the exchange rate for the EC dollar to the US dollar is dash. The exchange rate for the EC dollar to the US dollar is dash. And number 5, the institution responsible for keeping the EC dollar stable is dash.
I know we know the answers out there. And I hear some wings flapping, which means somebody's flying, getting close. Let's see if we can beat Oliver. All right, Ajorna, we might have to Because I hear him coming in, I'm hearing a whoop sound, so it means that he's close.
Okay.
So we have our friend Oliver, and he's going to tell us the importance of truth telling. Let's hear. Oh, somebody's flying in.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Which question would you like to answer?
The exchange rate.
Okay. What is the exchange rate for the EC dollar to the US dollar?
$2.70.
Good job. What is your name?
Tessa David.
Okay. Thank you, Tejan. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Bye-bye.
All right, it's time for Oliver.
Well, boys and girls, what do you know? It's the 3rd month of the year already, and I am back with you at Oliver's Treehouse. Today's wise word is truth-telling. What is truth-telling? Truth-telling is seen as a basic moral principle, a rule or value. Truth-telling is telling the facts openly and honestly, and is the best way to go, even though sometimes it could be difficult and you may even get punished for it. So boys and girls, when you are tempted to tell a lie, remember to speak the truth at all times. If you tell the truth, you won't have to remember anything. Now back to your host.
Woo! Thank you to my dearest friend Oliver for introducing our word for today. Ashani, what do you think about what Oliver told us about truth telling?
I think what he told us is very true because because when people lie, they often have to remember what they say, and sometimes they forget and tell another lie, and it makes no sense.
Perfect. And if you did something that your mom or dad would be upset about, would you tell them that you did it?
After a good 5 minutes of contemplation.
We should always tell the truth no matter what, boys and girls. Even if you have to contemplate a little bit, just the contemplation should bring you to the point of truth. When we hide the truth, it makes it difficult for others to help us. They may be disappointed or upset with us, but they'll be happy that we told the truth. You know what else? They will trust us more. When we talk about being truthful, we are not just talking about being honest to other people, we are also being honest with ourselves. Ajani, how do you think most people feel when they do not tell the truth?
I think they go to sleep with a very heavy heart and trying to remember everything that they did, and they constantly mean like, I did this but I don't want anybody to know. So I feel like they don't sleep well.
You don't sleep well. You shouldn't sleep well if you're telling lies. When we do not practice telling the truth, others may not know that we are not being honest, but we know that we are not. This may cause us to feel guilty and terrible inside. If we tell the truth, it feels so much better. Telling the truth is always the right thing to do, even when it may seem difficult. Being dishonest may seem like an easy way out of a situation, but it may have some serious consequences and may damage relationships. Truth telling builds trust and respect, and it is also an important part of being a good person, boys and girls. And so, Ajane, on the note of telling the truth is we had a good show, and we had some good callers, Malika, Reshawn, Azaris, and Tejan. And we have come to the end of another ECCB Children's Connection program, and we're so happy that they were able to join us, that the other listeners were able to join us today. Until we meet again, I'm your host, Zahnela Claxton.
And I am your co-host, Ajani Haj.
Let's talk again soon, but until then, boys and girls, speak the truth at all times and stay connected!
Connecting the children.